we're going to teach through cartoons. Today's lesson: corrupt minds. My father said, when you do sin, you corrupt yourself. And then, since you have a soul, a spirit, you're making yourself wicked.
Many have died trying, and learned here that there can be no true despair without hope. So, as I terrorize Gotham, I will feed its people hope to poison their souls. I will let them believe that they can survive so that you can watch them clambering over it.
I thought hope is a good thing.
Gotham, I will feed its people hope to poison their souls. I will let them believe that they can survive so that you can watch them clambering over each other to stay in the sun.
I hear a lot of people talk about that word hope, and that's almost like, you're waiting around for something. And then that's because it's like you believe something. Um, you sure what you believe you're waiting for is right, or do you know? See, my father said you should know things, and he said if anybody tells you something, they gotta prove it to you. They can't just, say things.
You could watch me torture an entire city. And then when you truly understood the depth of your failure, we will fulfill Razabu's destiny. We will destroy Gotham. And then, when it is done, and Gotham is ashes, then you have my permission to die.
When Bane took Batman after breaking his back, he takes him to this hole in the ground. And the opening scene is him being dragged there by men. And you can see it starts out ground level, so you can see his feet. Um, if that ain't the most biblical thing you've ever didn't notice, um, I could have swore in somebody's story they went to a pit after they got defeated, and then they came out of the pit, and then they went back in their body, and then you know.
Hit on the stock exchange. It didn't work, my friend. And now you have my construction crews going around the city at 24 hours a day. How exactly is that supposed to help my company? Work, my friend, and now you have my construction crews going around the city at 24 hours a day. How exactly is that supposed to help my company absorb Wayne's?
Believers.
No, you stay here. I'm in charge.
Really? My father said, you think you're bad, but there's always a, better man. There's always somebody. So, in this movie, this moron, rich guy, wants to, beat Wayne so bad. He wants to cripple him, overpower him, and get rid of his company so bad. He goes and hires this guy. Little does he know, this guy was sent in by an ancient organization to destroy Gotham. Ra's al Ghul, the guy that in the first movie with the train I keep talking about. And unbeknownst to this moron, he's helping the guy. His evil to destroy another man's legacy so much engulfed him that the enemy of him and everyone else walked right up on him and said, "I'll help you. Yes. Let me get access to things. Yes."
Do you feel in charge?
Are you sure you're in charge?
Believers.
No, you stay here. I'm in charge.
That's what they all
feel
say.
in charge?
That's what they all say. Because of pride.
That this gives you power over me?
What is it?
Your money and infrastructure have been important. Till now.
What are you?
I'm Gotham's reckoning. Yet to end the borrowed time you've all been living on.
Pure evil.
I'm necessary evil.
Why would he call Bane pure evil? And then Bane says, "I'm necessary evil." That's because in his brain, he was raised up to believe him and the people he served are supposed to sit around and watch the world. And when they see people do Sodom and Gomorrah, they go and make you go bye-bye. That's what the bad guys in the movie were doing. That's what Bane was. They judged Gotham long before the Batman was there. See, they judged Gotham a long time ago. And if you follow the story, doesn't Batman's parents mysteriously die? And doesn't the man that killed him become his greatest foe ever? Yes, his yin to his yang. And you know what I found out? Because I'm a detective, and my father makes me pay attention to things. You see, when the Joker came right before Bane, his whole MO was to get rid of Batman and clean Gotham up. Quickly. It was sort of like he knew something was coming, and if everybody wasn't good, everybody was going to go bye-bye. And when I realized the Joker was an anti-hero, but a psycho in the movie, I paid attention to things in his scenes. And one day, I came across the scene of him walking in with the gangsters, and he gives the speech to them about how they're soft now and all of that. When he starts walking in that room, he starts laughing. Oh, hey, ha, ha, oh, hey, ha, 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 ha. That's the same exact song that these motherfuckers are singing to, it's the Ra's al Ghul theme. It's the bad guys themes. And I said to myself, why the fuck is the Joker humming, laughing, the theme of a movie that isn't even, that has nothing to do with those guys? Right? Right? Because it really seems like Joker's not fucking stupid. And if he's seen all of the things that was going wrong, and he was so stupid he could take down a billionaire super smart guy, I think he might have, seen deep into the shadows.
Theatricality and deception. Powerful agents to the uninitiated. But we are initiated. Aren't we, Bruce? Members of the League of Shadows. And you betrayed us. Yes, you are asking her again. My gang of psychopaths. I am Shadows, I am here to fulfill Ra's al Ghul's destiny.
They literally play with our minds so much that we don't even know what a good guy is anymore. Like, um, think about this. In this world, there's a group of men that sit around and watch the world and say, if you break all the laws of God, we're coming. From the shadows, like a thief in the night. Um, that's weird. That's very weird. See, I'm not beat with breaking someone's mind and making you think you're righteous, and then you go and do crazy shit because you think you're a good guy. Um, you know? And then next thing you know, you got a bunch of fucking fanatics running around thinking they fucking do a good thing, hurting people. Um, if you're doing what the bad guys are doing, then you're the bad guys.
Admirable, but mistaken. Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it.
What Bane was trying to tell him is, you joined the League. You passed your little test. In the day you almost, you passed. You went rogue and killed everybody. And then that was it. I, on the other hand, didn't have money like you, and I was in this fucking prison that, that I broke your back and threw you down. I was the child that I told you the story about that made it out of that motherfucker by himself when all the coward ass old niggas gave up. And then the League came and got him because he was like one of the first people that ever got out of there. So, you can't be not special if you make it out of the depths of hell.
I didn't see the light until I was already a man. By then it was nothing to me but blinding. Shadows betray you because they belong to me.
And then he
I
showed
will
him.
show you where I have made my home whilst preparing to bring justice. Then I will break you.
Remember when the rich guy said, "What the fuck do you got my guys doing construction around the city for?" And then this scene happens and he blows fucking Batman's floor up and says, "Surprise! Your home is my home now." That's my shit. That's what he was doing. He knew where Batman lived. And, he he kept Batman so busy, Batman was never home, so, he went right up under his shit and then lured him down right where he was gonna do this. So you gotta be some kind of a fucking other type of genius to do this shit. Like, this is some, plan for years and years shit. This isn't you just go there and just do things. You need the Lord to just go around and do things. To do shit like this is very, very highly intelligent.
Ah, yes. I was wondering what would break first. Your spirit? Oh, your body?
Well, seeing that your spirit's like in your body and you can only attack the spirit through the mind, and you're being pummeled, I think the body's gonna break first. Like before you, even if your mind breaks, you're still alive. Your mind and your body can break, meaning you're crazy and your body's broken, But you're alive. Your spirit's still there. Get it? Your spirit's always the last thing to go. Oh yeah, my father said the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Oh yeah, forgot. Side note: how did Bane get Batman down in that hole and pummel him? Oh yeah, he loved Catwoman and she betrayed him.
There was a man locked up for 8 years in Blackgate. He denied parole under the Dent Act, based on a lie. There was a man locked up for 8 years in Blackgate. He denied parole under the Dent Act, based on a lie.
Nothing there, hero.
He needs it now more than ever. He betrayed everything he stood for.
What's the point? Nothing there, hero.
He needs it now more than ever. He betrayed everything he stood for.
What's the point? Far out there when the structures fail you, and the rules aren't weapons anymore, are they? Shackles, letting the bad guy get ahead. Far out there when the structures fail you, and the rules aren't weapons anymore, are they?
Oh, Commissioner Gordon became a bad guy because the rules put shackles on him from doing his job. And they had to make a bad choice and put niggas in jail that, they were criminals, but they didn't commit those crimes. Harvey Dent commits crimes and kills people and goes down as a fucking living legend. Batman doesn't do anything, takes the fucking murders on himself, and has to retire. I think that was a stupid plan. See, you're right about your rules, but there's the law. There's the rules and then there's the law.
Shackles, letting the bad guy get ahead. One day, you may face such a moment of crisis, and in that moment, I hope you'll have a friend like I did.
Yes, my father calls it life, the test of man. The old test of man, the old test of Adam, to make the right choice because they already fumbled the deal already in the beginning. So he kind of told them, you're going to have to deal with this forever until all your children come home. All your children are going to have to learn this lesson the hard way and go through it. Like choosing, because I'm a fair God. I don't want you to love me because of my power. I want you to choose to love me. Because you're fucking smart enough to know the goods is over here.
To plunge their hands into the filth so that you can keep yours clean. You'll have a friend like I did. To plunge their hands into the filth so that you can keep yours clean.
Message to preachers and pastors and all you guys that are doing good, and I ain't gonna hate on how y'all do y'all work. The Lord called you to do it the way y'all do it, but you're not down here in like like Jacob and them. You're not down here like Jesus. Yous are chilling in the fucking churches, running your mouths. Yous have money. Yous know about laws. Yous are supposed to be teaching your people laws to protect. Oh, look.
That moment, I hope you have a friend like I did. To plunge their hands into the filth so that you can keep yours clean.
And while the rest of us non-preachers, us just regular men, we seem to understand that our people died from a lack of knowing things. Oh, I think that's a biblical thing, and we try to teach like protect yourself and like learn things because you can be tricked. Anybody could be tricked. No man is above the Lord. Everyone falls short.
So that you can keep yours clean.
Your hands look plenty filthy to me, Commissioner.
Yeah, he got his hands caught in a cookie jar. But was he lying? See, Batman and Commissioner Gordon are like the older heads that, don't know and have to make fucking crucial choices, or like any other parent. They do these things, and they try to do the right bad thing to get the good results, so we don't have to fucking do those things, so we can see and be like, oh shit. But they kind of fucked up and didn't tell everybody what was really going on, and they didn't believe that people would, you know see and then choose the right things. They made a story up and made somebody a martyr, gave the people something to look up to, and then condemned the real hero. Isn't that like weird?
Step forward, those who would serve, for an army will be raised. The powerful will be ripped from their decadent nests and cast out into the cold world that we know and endure. Courts will be convened. Spoils will be enjoyed. Blood will be shed. The police will survive as they learn to serve true justice. This great city, it will endure.
Endure. He sure did say a lot of biblical shit as his men were loading up a fucking nuclear device to bust, get rid of them. And you kind of see what I mean about learn to think. Now, this is talking on a large scale, but if you pay attention hard enough, you'll understand that people, they do these things. Regular people, mid people, higher people, it doesn't matter, because bad's bad. But the thing nobody seems to get is, if you do too much bad, then you destroy everything, and then the good and the bad don't have anything. And then what's the point of being bad? Kind of get it? And you know you know there's no way that I literally stumbled onto this going through random Bane videos. I was trying to see some shit, and somebody just got, this is crazy.
We are not merely transferring power from one administration to another, or from one party to another, but we are transferring power from Washington, D.C., and giving it back to you, the people.
And we give it back to you, the people.
For too long, a small group in our nation's capital
The corrupt,
has reaped the rewards of government,
the rich,
while the people have borne the cost.
Yo, somebody mixed that scene. Yo, like, that's crazy, yo. Like, do you see what I mean by, like, movies and life, and how, like, long ago they said life imitates art, or does art imitate life? You get it? Meaning, nothing's new under the sun. We all see things, and then we do things.
You are ready to lead these men. You are ready to become a member of the League of Shadows. But first, you must demonstrate your commitment to justice. Leroy!
See, Batman knew from the beginning. He was just a dummy. A boy chasing a dream.
Your compassion is a weakness your enemies will...
I'm no executioner.
Your compassion is a weakness your enemies will not share.
That's why it's so important. It separates us from them.
You want to fight criminals. This man is a murderer.
This man should be tried.
By whom? Corrupt bureaucrats? Criminals mock society's laws. You know this better than most.
You cannot lead these men unless you are prepared to do what is necessary to defeat evil. Where would I be leading these men? Gotham.
So the day that Bruce, finished his ninja training and, was gonna go back, did you know that they chose him to become the leader of the League of Shadows? That would mean the guy Ra's al Ghul that he's talking to right there, that would mean that he's in fucking Bane's spot. Get it? Cause didn't they send Bane to do what they sent him that he was supposed to do? But he went crazy and finished, blew the temple up and stuff and said, "Holy shit, I joined a fucking cult that wants to blow up my hometown." Like, that's fucking crazy. And then, they tried to make him break the one rule that he doesn't want to break. Why does he have that one rule? Because his arch nemesis, yin to his yang, that's what made him Batman. Because his parents got killed. So he said, I can't do what the fucking guy did to make me Batman, then I'm that guy. What the Joker keeps saying to him, I'm gonna get you to break your rule. I'm gonna make you me. I'm gonna break your mind, and oh yeah, I said that the Joker might have been down with them niggas. So can you say he was the first wave? And they sent him in to break Batman's mind because he kept telling them the same thing that old man just told him. You gotta take these niggas out. You gotta take them out. And what did the Joker keep telling him? I'm not gonna stop until you, take me out. I'm gonna keep going on, and I'm gonna hurt all these people until you stop me. And he didn't. Get it? It was all a fucking scam. They were gonna do that place dirty regardless. They couldn't do the city dirty if Batman was there. Because Batman could figure this shit out. Because why? He already defeated them. They were the only thing standing. He was the only thing standing between a total annihilation of his city. Do you understand that? And then he's stuck under the pressure of knowing he's facing people that want to destroy. And he can't destroy. He can subdue, break down, even though, it's bullshit. Because what does he do to the Ra's al Ghul men? He blows the fucking temple up. He's throwing darts and he's there. They didn't make it. He thought Ra's al Ghul was gone, and then he came back. So that means he thought he got rid of him, right? So the day he becomes Batman, he already broke his fucking rule.
Favored son, you will be ideally placed to strike at the heart of criminality. Now, Gotham's time has come. Like Constantinople or Rome before it.
The city has become a breeding ground for suffering and injustice. It is beyond saving and must be allowed to die. This is the most important function of the League of Shadows.
Okay, so we're gonna end it there. We only got a couple seconds left. I hope you guys learned a little something about how my father said nothing's new under the sun, and us lesser men have to deal with these type of fucking problems, not on a saying a high level, but once you start to do wicked things, you start to learn more wickedness, and the next thing you know, your whole life is a made up thing, and you're not feeling things. Come back to the light. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. It's choice.